Record 784.5 billion shillings, equivalent to about 16% of the national budget. Security agencies also secured some of the largest allocations, including 252.1 billion shillings for defense, 144.7 billion shillings for the National Police Service, and 64.1 billion shillings for the National Intelligence Service. Meanwhile, village elders will now be eligible for a stipend allocation of 3.9 billion shilling as roads and transport lose ground relative to other priority sectors after the government shifted focus to social spending, agriculture, housing, and bottom-up economic transformation.
After much praise on the state of the economy,
and I want to turn to education. Education. Yes. Yes, I'm turning now to education.
Education emerged as the biggest beneficiary of the 2026-2027 budget presented by Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi, receiving 784.5 billion shillings, about 16% of the national budget, with funding directed towards teacher recruitment, basic education, and university financing. The Teacher Service Commission alone accounts for 424.3 billion shillings of that allocation.
Therefore, Mr. Speaker, it is not correct that this government, this administration is defunding education. In fact, we are funding it more.
Security was another major winner, with defense allocated 252.1 billion, the National Police Service 144.7 billion, the National Intelligence Service 64.1 billion shillings, Internal Security and National Administration 63.9 billion shillings, and the Prison Service 42.6 billion shillings, as village elders received 3.9 billion shillings as stipend allocation to strengthen local administrative capacity.
I have also proposed 3.9 billion for stipend to village elders for the first time, something that has been talked about for years, to enhance local administrative capacities.
Health secured 177.2 billion shillings to advance universal health coverage, while counties received 428 billion shillings in equitable share allocations, representing 21% of the most recently audited revenues, well above the constitutional minimum of 15%.
Agriculture remains central to better and Kenya's long-term prosperity. It supports more than two-thirds of Kenyan households and generates significant employment multiplier effects, especially among groups historically excluded from modern economic opportunities.
Agriculture received 64 billion shillings, including 18 billion shillings for fertilizer subsidies and 2 billion shillings for seed subsidies, while Housing and Urban Development secured 143.7 billion to support affordable housing, social housing, and institutional housing projects.
This package will include 18.6 billion under the Kenya Urban Program, 50.6 billion for construction of affordable housing units, 20.9 billion for social housing units, and 20.2 billion for the institutional housing.
Despite receiving 220.4 billion shillings covering road construction, rehabilitation and maintenance, roads ranked behind education, security and health overall budget priorities. The government is increasingly relying on private capital and public-private partnerships to bridge an estimated $5 billion annual infrastructure financing gap. Hibak Saeed for TV 47.